Now, unfortunately, the Sega Dreamcast didn't enjoy the lengthy life cycle that consoles enjoy today. It didn't last 5 years or even 6 or 7 like the PlayStation 2. It really only lasted about 1.5 to 2 years. And there are a few reasons why that happened. It was really easy to burn games and play them on the Dreamcast. So no longer were you hindered to having to actually pay money and buy games. You could simply go online and download a game, burn it to a CD, and it would play right in the system with no mod chip needed. Now that was a fatal coup de grace for the Sega Dreamcast. Now, aside from this, there was also a major problem with one of their third-party developers. Early in the Sega Dreamcast lifecycle, EA made it abundantly clear that they were not going to be developing for this system. EA had sort of decided they were going to focus on making games for the PlayStation 2, which slowly got more and more press and sort of created a bit of a background static around the Dreamcast. All that sort of politic aside, the Sega Dreamcast did also suffer another major problem, and the major problem was the Sega Saturn. The Sega Saturn was a system that preceded this, and what it did, unfortunately, is it caused a lot of people to distrust Sega. People may have certain short-term memory issues when it comes to certain things, but often people will stigmatize a company based on their previous performances. Now, unfortunately, as we know, the Sega Saturn was absolutely crushed by the Sony PlayStation. So if you take account the ease of piracy, the lack of third-party support, when it came to EA at least, and just the bad stigma Sega had, it was really just a ticking time bomb and a matter of just waiting it out until eventually they ran out of steam, and that's sadly what happened.